morning, everyone. Today is February 3rd, 2017. I was going to give you the road view, but I don't have one of those bouncy stabilizer things, so to avoid anyone getting too much motion sickness, I'm doing this side. So sorry about the sun on my face. I still don't have a visor or a blinder. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, that's a little better. Duh. Anyways, so I thought I'd just give you an eBay update. Last night I got about, I know I was talking about either shitting or get off the pot last night is pretty much what the gist of my video yesterday afternoon, which I haven't posted, was all about. And it was advice for me too, because I'm horrible. And so last night I went home and I finished up listing all those paper goods. And I started with the decks of cards because they're easy. I figured if I list them all by themselves, they're front, back picture, and I'm done. But when I started researching them, they were going for, like, one was a Tropicana set of cards, and they were brand new sealed, but they weren't that old because they had Tropicana.com on them. Tropicana Las Vegas, whatever their website was, that was written on them. So, you know, anything that has a website is not more than 20 years old. Then there was a deck of cards from the Riviera. Nothing was going for a ton of money. They were like $5.99. I thought, well, if I list them for $9.99, I might get $6 out of them. So I thought, I'm gonna just make sure I look all these up and then lot them all together. And if they're not worth anything, I'm just gonna lot them all together and be done with it. So I get to the last deck of cards, which happened to be, it was, I think they were from the Hotel Frontier, and they were in cellophane, but the cellophane was all ripped up. I don't even know why I left the cellophane on, except for to show that, hey, there's cellophane here. I don't know. But you could tell that the cards were unplayed. And I don't know any history behind the Hotel Frontier or anything like that, but when I looked up playing cards from that hotel, the played cards that were used at the tables, there were a couple listed for like $50. There was one listed for $50 and one listed for $30. Then there was another deck of cards that was listed, and that deck was actually brand new and sealed. The cellophane just had a couple of breaks in it, and it turns out that sealed, or that new deck, sold for $349. Holy crap. So I thought, well, my deck is new, but it's not sealed anymore, and you know, I don't know what to get out of them or anything like that. So I thought, well, I was toying between $150 and $100, and then, you know, I figured I'll put it up high, and if I get $50 out of them, great, right? So I listed the cards, took my pictures, showed the cellophane open and everything, and listed them for $99.99. And I had a best offer for $50 within 10 minutes. And thank goodness I was working on something else and not checking my offers, because within 20 minutes they sold for full price. Now, they did sell to a reseller. I can tell his username was World Class Playing Cards. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have told that. Oops. Okay, so they did sell to a reseller. I don't care because I had maybe $3 tops into these cards. So $3 into $109 or $3 into $99. I will take that all day. And let him have some meat on the bone too, So actually, since he's I probably just gave him a shout out for his username, so I need to remember to stop doing that. I feel bad. Anyways, so that's what I sold the cards for. I should follow the guy and see what he lists them for. If he lists them on eBay, or he might be they did ship to a hotel, so he might be a seller, like where he travels around doing antique booths and stuff like that. So needless to say, my sales yesterday were $130, well, we'll round up to $140. They were $140. I also sold a t-shirt, a pair of flip-flops, the sale with the e-check with the boots cleared, and what else? I sold one other thing. Oh, excuse me. Oh, the guy that sent me a best offer on the Halloween lights paid. So overall, it was a pretty good day. And then this morning I sold I think it was a CD player, and I knew there wasn't a ton of money in the CD player when I listed it. Of course, I listed it a little high, figuring someone would come around and try to chew me down, which they did. So that's fine. I knew I didn't have a lot of money into it, and that kind of stuff. I do calculated shipping on that kind of stuff because I'm not as familiar with it. I can't look at something and say, oh yeah, that's 10 pounds. It's going to cost me $20 to ship it. And a lot of times people look at your prices if you do free shipping on the bigger stuff, and they're going to be like, whoa, why do they want $50? And then they offer you like $20, and you have to go back and say, no, I'll take $40 because don't forget it's free shipping. I even get that on my shoes. I had a pair of shoes listed for $19.99 the other day, and I think they were $17.99 after my 10% sale was taken off. And the customer came back and they offered me $10, and I said, look, with flat rate shipping, priority mail shipping is $6.30. So I countered at 15. Actually, it ended up being $15.08 because I had fat fingers. But I countered at 15 and said, please remember the shipping is free. Would you consider this offer instead? And she took it. And I've been doing that a little bit more with my free shipping listings, where when I counter, I remind the customer that shipping is free. And most of the time when I do that, they'll take the offer right away, and they don't squabble and try to go back and forth. And if they don't take the offer, I probably didn't want to deal with them anyways. Popo sitting up on the ramp, so I thought I'd slow down a little bit. Let's see what else. So I got through the death pile of paper, and I told Jerry, I said, if I ever talk about doing that again, please stop me. And he's like, well, I never see what you're bidding on anyway, so I can't tell you for sure. So, which he has a point, because I tend to I just do that stuff at night or in the morning when I'm dicking around, which is in the morning I should be working. Anyways, so let's see. I just thought of something. Instead of taking that keyboard to UPS, I'm going to call up a music store in town and see if they have a large keyboard box, and then I will ship it myself. Anyways, so I got through the death pile of papers, and it paid off. Remember I said yesterday, hey, there could be a deck of cards worth hundreds of dollars in there, and sure enough, there was. Let's see, what else? So it felt good to get through that. And that's about all I have. I was down another 0.2 pounds this morning. Yay! Only 149 more to go. Of course, tonight's not going to help because I have a Christmas party. They call it a holiday party for where I work. So that's going to mean a lot of Grey Goose and seltzer water, which is not a ton of calories, but still like 70 calories a drink. But it's better than drinking beer, so it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. And then I thought I'd try to maybe stay away from the potatoes and stuff tonight. Maybe I'll splurge on a dessert, because then come Sunday I also have my gorging day with my cousins, where we get together. We start at noon or 1 and we eat like all afternoon. So that's another day where I'm going to be eating a lot and probably not recording much because it's just too much to record. I'll try, but I still need to look up coleslaw recipes. Ooh, I'm running late today. I better be good today. I was trying to screw around with my Bluetooth and it wasn't working, and I spent too long screwing around with it. Before I knew it, it was 10 after 8. Yeah, yay! But we're almost there now, so. Let's see, this weekend we have, besides doing our get-together with my cousins, and besides the holiday party on Saturday, we are going to the only color guard show in Wisconsin for the year, which that's in Cedarburg. We're going to go with my friend Amy. I don't know if she expects me to drive or if she's driving, or I prefer just to drive myself because, yeah. I'm hoping to get a little bit of listing done tomorrow morning because I do have to empty the car out anyways for traveling. So maybe if I can get some of that stuff that I just bought listed, get some more activity on my store. I have to leave Green Bay no later than, I have to leave De Pere no later than 8:30, so which means I gotta leave my house by 8. So there will be no staying out till bar close tonight. Just too much going on this weekend that, you know, I can't afford to have a hangover. I'd like to get some stuff done tomorrow morning yet, which means I'm gonna have to get up early. Then we have the show. The good thing is the show is like at 2 in the afternoon, which means Kennedy's not gonna be up too late, so that's kind of cool. But the bad news is I still have to find a coleslaw recipe, because I was going to do one creamy coleslaw because my mom asked for that, and then I was going to do a vinegar and oil coleslaw and try to do sugar-free because my one uncle, or my cousin's husband, he is diabetic, so I thought I'd try to do a sugar-free one, and just not make as much of each kind. So yeah, I better remember to bring bowls for that though. Note to self, bring some bowls. Otherwise I'm gonna be going to Walmart and buying. Oh, actually, I can steal my mom's. Take those home and bring them back. So anyways, yeah, yesterday was a nice surprising day. I had no idea those cards would sell that fast. And plus I got some auctions listed because I got the rest of the ephemera stuff up, and that just was something I really don't like to do. You know, that's the other, you know, Texas Gal Treasures, she shows those jewelry jars all the time and everything, and that just doesn't trip my trigger because it's putsy. And it's a cool idea, and you don't have a lot of money into each item, and usually you can probably find one thing out of each jar and sell it, but I just can't. I can't do that. So I will stick to clothes and electronics. I do pretty well. I'm getting pretty good at spotting vintage electronic stuff that is gonna go for well, and so that's kind of helping. I like selling the big stuff. It's fun. Well, I hate packaging it, but I like selling it because it's usually worth more. However, I am almost to work, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Hopefully I get this uploaded. So holy crap, God. Hopefully I get this uploaded soon, since I'm like 3 videos behind. I also took a video last night of my death pile and or eBay storage and my office. So maybe some of you guys can hold me accountable for getting my office cleaned up. Yeah, right. But I'm gonna have to let you go because I don't have a ton of time to say goodbye. So if you could leave a comment, tell me when I'm doing good or bad. I'd love to hear from you. And leave a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. That would be cool. Have a great day. Bye-bye.